let's go, y'all.
Get off 2K and come play in this butt.
We streaking now.
So, they can wait. Hold on, guys.
Yo, so we about to get into this. You know, we about to talk about some women's insatiable desire for attention. And just before we get into the video, just remember I said the word some. So anytime I'm talking about women in this video, it's about some women, not all women, because y'all really don't understand generalizations and things of that nature. So you got to do this type of disclaimer at the front. But listen, we're going to talk about their need for attention and the jealousy that they have towards video games. Before we do, please put a like on the vid. Now, I love video games, like a tremendous amount. You want to know what's funny? I actually wanted, when I was a kid, to be a video game developer. That was one of my dreams. I went to college, and at the time I went to college, because I'm older, they didn't have programs for stuff like that. We'll just say it didn't work out. We're not going to get into my life all crazy. But I love games that much. I did make games independently at one point, low level, low tier stuff. I do not play games that much anymore. So I just want to make that disclaimer about me. I love games. I barely play them now. With that being said, you know, video games are a hobby the guys have. It's a hobby that a lot of people have. My pops is in his 60s, man. He was playing the game when I was born. You know, he had the Atari and all that stuff. He has a wife, and also he had kids, and also he had a good job. So with all of that, like a lot of the stuff that people say, like, oh man, you're playing video games, you're a loser, you're not like, people need to specify that they are talking about the people who just like play 8 to 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day or something like that. Because just because you play video games, even 4 hours a day, that's not stopping or hindering anything. I won't go deep, but you know, you do have people, I hate to mention other names, but Donovan Sharp was really heavily slandering people who play video games and stuff. I don't know if he ever clarified that, don't care. But the thing is, a lot of people like him they'll just flat out say you are a loser if you're playing games, stop playing games and stuff. That's not the case. That's absolutely not the case. Even if you want to know the funny thing about it, you could say people like Kai Cenat are getting paid and stuff like that. Kai was playing video games before he was getting money. There are a lot of guys who are like Kai Cenat, and even if you're in the white community who are like Aiden Ross or whoever, who play video games, is not getting paid for it, but they still get chicks, they still get butt, they still got jobs, they still get money, and their life is not destroyed. So it's like, I don't know what reality people are living in or what people these guys are around where they just think people who play video games are losers. That's just not what it is. That's literally not. I got homies who fucking get all types of fucking bitches, nigga. They get all types of bitches, and they all got game systems. I'm the only one without a game system. That's what it is. So like I don't know what reality these people. This is why I made this channel. And we're gonna get into women in a moment, but this is why I made this channel, because when I get on here and I hear a lot of people saying stuff, it's like they are not in reality. A lot of the stuff people say on here is just not the common reality that I see around me and beyond me. And there are not many people in this space who represent the real reality. So I know I've talked about video games and guys and stuff like that for quite a while, but I just had to get that out the way. Hopefully I do some timestamps when I do the video, but let's get into babes and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, all this is a hobby that you can do in your crib. These people who are against this stuff, they don't talk about gambling. They don't slander gambling. They don't slander, shooting dice. They don't slander living a super party, drugged out lifestyle. They choose to pick on video games. That's what they do. But when we get past that, these guys are in the crib. They doing their thing. They online. They having fun playing the game, right? And for some reason, this rubs these types of women the wrong way. A guy being tranquil playing the game, or even being excited playing the game, just giving attention to the game instead of her. For whatever reason, it rubs her the wrong way. And she has to be chaotic and disruptive and feed into her nature. And guess what? She's going to do one of two things. She's either going to destroy the game or delete your save, delete your character, whatever. We've seen that. If you watch a lot of YouTube, you've seen those videos like 5 years ago and stuff where they was deleting dudes, my players and all that stuff. The dudes actually invested money into and stuff like that. Or they try to, like you've seen in the other two videos, they try to throw the coochie at them while they're playing the game. Now, this is not something that's new. This is not something that's new at all. Because if you really think about it, you've seen of, heard of, or experienced. You watching football. And guess what? You locked in for the Sunday. She can't stand that your attention is not on her. It's not even that you're not paying attention to her and you're somewhat. It's that you are paying attention to something else that is not her. So what she want to do? She want to put on the lingerie and walk in front of the Steelers-Browns game. She want to walk in front of the Steelers-Cowboys game. She want to walk in front of the Green Bay versus Buccaneers game, thonged up. Now, some of y'all may be like, what's the issue? Because we all like butt, right? We all like butt. The issue is, why she's doing that. She's not doing that because she genuinely wants some sex. She's not doing that because she's genuinely horny. She's not doing that because she just loves throwing the box at you and stuff like that. She's doing that to take away your attention and compete with what you're, giving your attention to. That's why she's doing it. When you look at it, you can feel however you feel about it. I think it's nasty. I think it's nasty work. For a woman to be jealous of an inanimate object or even just what's on the TV or anything like that, that's very crazy to me. But that is their nature. Not only do they constantly need attention, but if you are putting your attention elsewhere around them, they begin to get jealous of where you're putting your attention. It is absolutely ridiculous, childish, and it shows a lack of, self-regulation. Now, even though we're talking about video games, I seen this, and it's an older post, but it's relevant to this, and it helps illustrate the point of how women are when it comes to attention and things of that nature. So it says, woman says, if a man goes a whole day without talking to you, he doesn't like you. Listen, do you know how many women I like or have liked that I don't talk to? That I go days or even months without talking to? Like, what are we talking about? This statement is flat out not true. It's flat out not true. Because it says he doesn't like you. It doesn't say he's not obsessed with you or he doesn't have a high attraction to you. It doesn't say anything like that. It says he doesn't like you. That is not true. Now, I could go deep and go into myself and how I work and things like that. But even if we get away from me, that's just not true. I'll be honest with you. A guy talking with you every day is not a sign that he likes you or that he doesn't like you. Because guess what? A guy will talk to you every single day just to get some coochie. Just to get some coochie. That means he's attracted to you sexually. But guess what? There are a lot of airhead chicks with no redeemable qualities. Like nothing special about them, nothing that makes them a good person to be around. But they are so physically attractive that a lot of guys just want them. And guys will talk and they will kick their game and do whatever they got to do to get the draws. So do they like the chick? They might like her vibe. They might, but one thing this for sure is that they like them sexually. But even then, it's like, that doesn't mean that he wants to be with you and have a relationship with you. That doesn't mean he likes you like that. I mean, I could really go deep on this because at the end of the day, like, you want to know the truth. And I'm going to just be real about myself just for 1 second. That is why I don't get in a lot of relationships, because at the end of the day, the need that a woman has for communication, like on a consistent, constant, damn near obsessive basis, like, I don't want to do that. Now, you got to understand, I've been in relationships with women I've actually liked enough to commit to them and enough to take them out and spend my money and be with them. But the amount of attention some of them require is absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I personally don't like that. Now, that's just me. There may be other guys who absolutely love, because I'm not going to just say everybody is like me in that sense. That's personal, what I just said. Now, as far as this, again, it still stands true. Just because he doesn't communicate with you on a consistent basis, or he goes a day without talking to you, that doesn't mean he doesn't like you. That's absolutely ridiculous, even outside of me. But what this is, it just shows how much women need attention. It just shows, because it doesn't matter if it's true. This is the truth. What matters is how they feel. That's what matters. So it doesn't matter if he actually does like you and he didn't communicate with you for a day. This is just an excuse for you not getting what you wanted, which is to talk to this individual that you actually like or that you are actually interested in every day. This is justification for a penalization. That's all this is. We're going to get into a comment off of that post. The chick says, randomly stopping all communication with someone that you're getting to know, dating, or in a relationship with just because you're going through something, air quotes, going through something, is selfish. Let's stop there. Think about that. You are going through something. You are going through something, whatever it is. You are going through some type of anguish, some type of pain, possibly some type of trauma, whatever you're going through. It could be the worst. You could be going through the absolute worst. You could have been diagnosed with an illness that is incurable. This day, it could have happened. And it is selfish that you didn't reach out to her and say anything. Think about how self-centered it is to not be understanding or empathetic that somebody is going through something and they don't want to talk to anybody. Like, you could pause the video and think that there is a complete lack of empathy. The irony of that sentence is that the woman typing this is selfish. Because forget what the guy is going through. Forget how he feels. Communication with me is paramount. It's the most important thing. It's more important than how he feels and what he's going through. That's what this communicates. You're not going, the only shit you're going to go through is, damn, this dude didn't talk to me today. Now my mind is thinking about what could be going on and he don't like me. That's the most that could be going on with you. The most that could be going on with him is somebody died or he about to die. That's the worst. It's absolutely ludicrous when you think about it. She's saying that somebody going through something, not deciding to communicate with somebody, is selfish. It's like, how do you even type shit like this? But let's continue. You should be able to communicate that in one sentence and give her the opportunity to respond to you with grace. If she gets upset that you need some time to get back right, then she can get left. Simple. Now, this is the thing about that. That was a good thing that she said. But that's optional. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You don't, let me say it one more fucking time. You don't have to do that. You don't, because this is what's going to happen. You're going to send one message, whatever the message may be, and she's going to want an elaboration if it's a short message. Even if you do a paragraph, which you might not even feel like doing a paragraph, she still might want elaboration. She still might want to communicate more. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, why is a guy that is going through something heavy obligated to talk to you? Now, if it's a relationship, I can understand. Anything outside of that, fuck out of here. And even then, even if it is a relationship, you can't wait a day. A day is where you just throw everything out the window. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I could keep going about this. We about to wrap it up, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you were new here, be sure to subscribe. I'm not sure if I said it. Put a like on the vid if you haven't. I'll see y'all another day, man.